10. Natural ways to lower high blood pressure. After 60, no pills needed. Picture this. You're sitting in the doctor's office, your heart quietly racing as the blood pressure cuff tightens around your arm. The doctor looks at the numbers, frowns slightly, and says softly, "Your blood pressure is high." In that moment, the room feels smaller. The word high echoes in your mind, carrying with it fears you don't say out loud. Strokes, heart attacks, pills for life. You wonder, is this it? Am I destined to lose my health, my independence? If you're over 60, you're not alone in this fear. High blood pressure is called the silent killer for a reason. It creeps in quietly, often without symptoms, until one day it steals something precious. But here's the truth doctors don't always emphasize. High blood pressure does not have to control your future. Yes, medication is one path, but nature, wisdom, and daily choices can also lower blood pressure in ways so gentle, so healing, you may begin to feel stronger, calmer, and more alive, without relying only on pills. Today, I want to share with you 10 simple, natural ways to lower blood pressure. These aren't extreme diets or impossible routines. They're everyday steps, breathing, walking, eating, resting, that anyone can start right now at home. And the beauty is, each one not only lowers blood pressure, but also restores something deeper. Peace in your body, clarity in your mind, hope in your heart. Stay with me until the very end, because the final method may surprise you. It's not a pill, not a machine, but a mineral found in humble foods that could make all the difference. If you or someone you love has ever felt the weight of those numbers on a doctor's screen, this message is for you. And before we dive in, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe, and share it, because you never know whose life might be gently saved by these 10 simple choices. So where do we begin? Let's start not with a pill, but with something as simple as your breath. When was the last time you noticed your own breath? Most of us go through the day breathing shallow and fast, especially when we're worried or tense. But here's the secret your doctor may not have told you. Every slow, deep breath is like a gentle signal to your heart, telling it to relax. Imagine your blood vessels as highways. When stress and shallow breathing take over, those highways tighten, traffic builds up, and your blood pressure rises. Now picture slowing everything down, widening those roads with calm, steady breathing. That's exactly what happens inside your body when you give yourself just 5 minutes to breathe deeply. One simple method you can try is called 4-7-8 breathing. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Hold that breath for 7. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for 8. Repeat this 3 or 4 times. You may feel your shoulders drop, your heartbeat slow, and a calm wave spread through your chest. Many people find this practice before bedtime helps lower nighttime blood pressure and improve sleep. And the best part? You don't need equipment, money, or even much time. Just your lungs, your focus, and a quiet corner. Over days and weeks, this small practice can retrain your nervous system to stay calmer, giving your blood pressure the gift of balance. Breathing reminds your body to pause, but movement reminds your heart to grow stronger. And perhaps the most underrated medicine for high blood pressure is something you've known since childhood: a simple daily walk. Think back to the first time you learned how to walk. Each tiny, wobbly step was a victory. And now, after 60, walking might just be the most powerful medicine you'll ever take, without a prescription. When you move your legs in a steady rhythm, your heart pumps a little faster, your blood flows a little freer, and your arteries begin to relax. Studies show that just 30 minutes of walking a day can lower systolic blood pressure by up to 5 and 7 points. That's the same benefit some people get from a mild blood pressure drug, but without the side effects. Walking is more than exercise. For many, it becomes a ritual of peace. Imagine strolling in the morning sunlight, hearing birdsong, or simply pacing gently around your living room on a rainy day. With every step, you release tension stored in your muscles. Your breathing deepens naturally, and your mind clears. The act of moving forward with your body also helps you move forward emotionally. If long walks feel challenging, start with 10 minutes twice a day. Use the support of a cane, a loved one, or even a friendly neighbor. The key is consistency, not speed. Over weeks, your endurance will quietly grow, your circulation will improve, and your numbers on the blood pressure chart may begin to drop. Think of each walk as a gift to your heart, your mind, and your future self. Walking strengthens your heart, but what you put on your plate can either undo that effort or multiply it. And one tiny crystal, hidden in nearly every meal, deserves our closest attention: salt. Salt, such a small thing, yet it can hold enormous power over your blood pressure. For decades, doctors have warned about it, but many people still underestimate just how quietly it works against the heart. When salt builds up in your body, it pulls water into your blood vessels. That extra fluid is like adding more cars onto a crowded freeway. The pressure rises, and your heart must fight harder to keep traffic moving. Here's the good news. Even a modest reduction in salt can make a real difference. Research shows that cutting back just 1 teaspoon of salt per day can lower blood pressure within weeks. And this doesn't mean giving up flavor. Herbs like rosemary, thyme, basil, or even garlic powder can transform a meal into something delicious without stressing your kidneys and arteries. The biggest hidden culprit? Processed foods, canned soups, frozen dinners, chips, sauces. These often contain more sodium in a single serving than your body needs for the entire day. The solution is simple but powerful. Cook at home when you can. Choose fresh or frozen vegetables, and read labels carefully. If sodium content is higher than 140 milligrams per serving, consider looking for another option. By taking control of your salt, you're giving your heart the gift of relief. Less strain, steadier rhythms, and gentler blood flow through your veins. When you reduce what harms, the next step is to add what heals. And one mineral, found in everyday fruits and vegetables, has the power to balance salt's effects and naturally lower blood pressure: potassium. If salt acts like a heavy hand, pushing your blood pressure upward, potassium is the gentle hand that helps bring it back down. This mineral works like nature's perfect counterbalance. It encourages your kidneys to flush out excess sodium, relaxing blood vessels and easing the strain on your heart. Think of potassium as a quiet repair crew working behind the scenes. Every time you enjoy foods like bananas, oranges, sweet potatoes, spinach, or beans, You're fueling your body with the tools it needs to restore balance. Studies show that diets rich in potassium can lower systolic blood pressure by 4 to 5 points on average, enough to make a meaningful difference for your heart health. The beauty is, you don't need supplements. A small baked sweet potato, a handful of beans in your soup, or half an avocado at breakfast can provide a strong daily boost. Just one thoughtful swap a day can begin shifting your sodium to potassium ratio in the right direction. One gentle reminder: if you have kidney disease or are on certain medications, talk to your doctor before increasing potassium. For most people, though, this is one of the safest and most natural ways to support blood pressure. By inviting potassium-rich foods into your meals, you're not just eating, you're teaching your body to heal itself, one bite at a time. Food can nourish your body, but peace nourishes your heart. And nothing raises blood pressure quite as invisibly, yet powerfully, as stress. Let's talk about the weight you can't see, but surely feel. Stress is like an invisible storm inside the body. You can't always see it, but your heart feels every gust of wind. When you're anxious, your body releases hormones that tighten blood vessels and speed up your heartbeat. It's your body's way of preparing for danger. But when that response never switches off, blood pressure stays high, quietly wearing down your arteries day after day. The first step is noticing. Do your shoulders tense without you realizing? Does your chest feel heavy when you lie down at night? These are your body's signals asking for calm. The answer doesn't have to be complicated. Gentle practices like meditation, prayer, listening to soft music, or even 5 minutes of quiet breathing can switch your nervous system from fight or flight into rest and heal. Some people find joy in gardening, knitting, or simply watching birds from the porch. These moments aren't wasted. They're medicine. By slowing your mind, you're lowering the pressure on your arteries as surely as if you were loosening a tight knot. Stress may never disappear completely, but how you respond can transform it from an enemy into a teacher. Each time you choose calm over chaos, you're giving your heart space to breathe. Stress can raise your blood pressure silently, but what we drink can sometimes add fuel to the fire. And one common habit, often enjoyed in moderation, may be doing more harm than good: alcohol. For many people, a glass of wine or a cold beer feels like relaxation in a cup. In small amounts, it may ease social moments or bring comfort at the end of the day. But here's the truth most of us don't like to face. Alcohol is a double-edged sword. While it may feel calming in the moment, over time it can quietly raise blood pressure, damage the liver, and add stress to your heart. Studies show that drinking more than 1 drink per day for women or 2 for men is linked with a higher risk of hypertension. Alcohol also adds empty calories, often leading to weight gain, which further raises blood pressure. And the tricky part? Even moderate drinking can build a habit that's hard to break. If you enjoy an occasional drink, moderation is key. Try replacing your usual glass with sparkling water and a slice of lemon, or enjoy herbal teas that calm the body without burdening it. Many people find that after a few weeks of reducing alcohol, their sleep improves, their mood steadies, and their blood pressure readings start to shift downward. Think of every skipped drink not as a loss, but as a gift. one that protects your arteries, your brain, and your heart's steady rhythm. But alcohol isn't the only drink with hidden power over your blood pressure. That morning cup of coffee or afternoon tea, loved by millions, may give energy, but it also comes with a surprising effect: caffeine. For many of us, the day doesn't truly begin until that first sip of coffee. Caffeine feels like a spark, waking the mind, sharpening focus, lifting energy. But for people with high blood pressure, that spark can sometimes become a flame. Within minutes, caffeine can cause a temporary rise in blood pressure, making your heart beat harder and faster. The effect isn't the same for everyone. Some people are more sensitive, noticing jitters or palpitations after just one cup, while others seem unaffected. But doctors agree, if you already struggle with hypertension, it's wise to pay attention. Try checking your blood pressure 30 minutes after your morning coffee. If the numbers climb, your body is giving you a clear signal. This doesn't mean you must give up coffee completely. Many people do well by limiting themselves to one small cup in the morning, switching to decaf, or choosing soothing alternatives like green tea, rooibos, or herbal blends. These still provide comfort and ritual, without the same spike in pressure. The key is balance. By treating caffeine with awareness, you can keep the warmth of your daily cup while protecting your heart from unnecessary strain. Caffeine can give you energy for a moment, but true healing for your blood pressure comes from deep, restful sleep. And the hours you spend with your eyes closed may matter more than you think. Sleep is the body's most natural medicine, yet it's often the first thing we sacrifice. When we don't rest enough, stress hormones stay high, our blood vessels stay tense, and our blood pressure refuses to settle down. It's like asking your heart to work overtime without ever giving it a break. Studies show that getting less than 6 hours of sleep per night increases the risk of hypertension, stroke, and heart disease. On the other hand, consistent restorative sleep allows your heart rate and blood pressure to dip naturally, giving your cardiovascular system the recovery it desperately needs. So how can you invite better sleep? Create a simple evening ritual. Dim the lights an hour before bed. Turn off screens. Sip a warm cup of herbal tea, or practice a few minutes of gentle breathing. Keep your bedroom cool, quiet, and dark, like a sanctuary designed only for rest. Even a short nap during the day, if done wisely, can reduce stress and support your blood pressure. Remember, sleep is not a luxury. It is a vital part of healing. Every good night of rest is like a reset button for your heart, renewing your strength for the day ahead. Sleep restores your body from the inside. But there's another factor that shapes your blood pressure every single day: the weight your heart has to carry. Every pound you carry is weight your heart must lift, every single moment of the day. Extra weight, especially around the waist, presses on blood vessels, makes the heart pump harder, and quietly drives blood pressure upward. But here's the hope: even a small change matters. Losing just 5 to 10 pounds can reduce blood pressure, ease strain on your arteries, and restore energy you thought was gone forever. The path doesn't require perfection. Start with gentle, sustainable steps. Swap sugary drinks for water. Add more vegetables to your plate. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Pair this with daily walks, and slowly, your body will respond. Each choice builds momentum, and before long, you'll notice your clothes feel looser, your breathing easier, your heart lighter. This isn't about chasing a number on the scale. It's about giving your heart space to work with ease, about gifting yourself more years of life, more mornings of energy, more evenings of peace. You've just walked through 10 natural ways to lower blood pressure, from breathing deeply, walking daily, reducing salt, and adding potassium, to managing stress, limiting alcohol and caffeine, restoring sleep, and caring for your weight. None of these require expensive treatments or complicated routines. They are gentle, powerful gifts you can give yourself, starting today. Remember, your heart has carried you faithfully through every joy, every struggle, every memory. Now it's your turn to care for it, with kindness, patience, and hope. Every small step you take is an act of love, not just for your health, but for the life you still have ahead. Take a deep breath, smile, and begin with just one change. Your future self will thank you.